Hello guys, Michael here with another video. So how to attract women through approaches? Well, so if you really want to be genuinely good with women, you need quantity, obviously, yeah? That means that you must go out there and start talking to women. I mean, I get the concept that you're learning a certain skill just by reading or watching YouTube videos. And then when you see that beautiful woman, that cute woman that you want to build relationship with, that you want to date, that you want to, make something happen, you're just going to use those skills that you have been teaching yourself by reading, and then you are successful, right? But the real world doesn't really look that way, because in order for you to become a really good conversationalist that can create great, attractive conversations, that skill set is acquired by a lot of practical training, all right? Practical training. You see, so being good at conversations is much more of an practical exercise than an intellectual exercise. You see, I mean, I know a lot of people that learning the material really, really fast by reading through a book, they're watching a couple of YouTube videos, maybe instructional videos, and then they know everything about empathetic listening skills, for example, or how to ask the right questions and so on. So they think that they know it now because they read about it. If they more or less go to an examination, they can maybe score very high on the test because they read about it. They know it now. But do you think that they can go out there approaching a beautiful woman and then suddenly they will be a fluent conversationalist? Of course not. They will be completely frozen and they don't know what to say and everything just gets stuck in the head. And why is that? Because they don't have the quantity of doing so practically. You need practice, practice, and practice. Real world practice. All right? So knowing about it is not the same thing as actually using it. So if you want to be really confident, really competent when it comes to attract women in the right way, you really need to go and do a lot of talking. That means that you have to approach a lot of women and really start engaging in conversations in order to be better and better and better after each conversation. So we're talking about the mindset of what did I do good, what did I do bad, and how can I make it better? You see? So this video is about a mindset. It's more like showing the truth about how to actually become good with women. And I'm telling you, it's about quantity. Because after you reach a certain quantity of conversations, you become pretty good, really. You stop thinking about listening, for example. You just listen. You hear what she says, you hear every word she says, and then boom, one word that you can label as a cue. That thing has a great meaning if you want to take it into depth. So that's what you do. You take that cue and you take it into the depth by asking the right questions. How to do that then? Well, there are a methodology to do it, but that methodology have to be practiced over and over again in real world life in order to stick. So you want to become the person that do everything automatic. I know if you have been reading my book, for example, but you've been reading a lot of different materials, you think you know it, you have been practicing in front of your mirror, you will still feel like things doesn't come out naturally when you're talking to beautiful women, because you know how we feel when we are talking to beautiful women. I mean, we see them there with beautiful eyes, very cute smile and all that. We get affected by it. And the only way for you to get immune towards that, well, you still feel it. You still see that, wow, she's really beautiful and attractive. But that doesn't affect me being curious. That doesn't affect my listening skills. It doesn't affect my listening skills. It doesn't affect my way of asking questions. It doesn't affect my curiosity. That is when you are in a great spot of actually being good with women, because you don't lose yourself in the process. You don't get lost in her beauty. You're not getting spelled, because you've done it so many times now that you appreciate her beauty. You appreciate the feelings you get when you're seeing her, but it doesn't stop you of becoming or being a great conversationalist when you are talking with her, when you are with her. And that is the way of being really, really good. Remember now, it's much more about how she feels when she's with you than how she feels when she sees you. You know, it's almost like saying that what she thinks about you, when she thinks about you, or what she thinks of you, is nothing compared with how she feels when she's with you. It's two completely different things. So if you want to make women feel at best when they are with you, you're doing it through conversations. Anyway, guys, that was today's video, and I hope I see you in the next one. That will be about how to attract women in a different context. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you around.